What's going on, everybody? It's always a great day to play a roguelike game, and today we're trying out a new one for the channel here. This one is called Striving for Light Survival. Now, this game was released about a year ago, and it's my first time playing it, but for those of you who are familiar with the game already, it's time to jump back in because they've released a massive update for Season 3. Now, the thing that drew me to this particular game is that it boasts a infinite skill tree that you will, dump points into and have an unlimited range of customization for your loadout or your character, which is extremely intriguing. So let's jump in and see what it's all about. Now, it does start off with an intro video, so let's get the timing right here. All right. There's the indie dev, by the way. And let's watch this intro.
Was shattered. The Horde tempted mankind with unimaginable wealth and formed alliances to forever destroy the monumental light.
Uh-oh.
The light, holding a greater plan, accepted mankind's decision.
Right.
The battle echoed across the world, and the monumental light was extinguished, fracturing into countless fragments that scattered into the darkness.
Got it.
The era of light was over, and an era of darkness began.
It doesn't sound too different than real life, does it? I'm mostly joking.
Strive for the fragments, but most became corrupted, offering the fragments to the fallen Horde. The light will recombine, giving mankind an ultimatum. On which side of the line will we stand in the final battle?
Alright, so the classic story of light versus dark, I guess. Okay, Striving for Light Survival. Let's check it out. I'm just going to go ahead and play. Now, I believe I have turned online mode off for now. You can compete against other players, more like a leaderboard, I think. But I'm just going to play offline for now until I can get my footing on at the very least. Okay, so a lot of things presented to us before we jump into our run here. A couple of characters are already unlocked. I assume everything in red is something that we can't use yet. So you have your melee weapon, ranged weapon, your character base as well, and then you have your skills. So a lot of things are popping up here. I don't want to go through everything right now, especially as a new player. And so I'm just going to go in with the default things that are selected. Maybe I have to select some skills. Oh, wait a minute. Can I select as many skills as I want? 4 additional random skills will be added to your spawn pool. I see. So I can select all of them, or I can select none of them and just go random. You know what? Let's go full random. 12 additional skills will go into our spawn pool. What is chaos mode? You play a random character, random weapons, random skills, shape the chaos. You know what? That kind of sounds good too, but I'm just gonna start off with nothing selected for skills, but the default stuff selected for the other 3 things. So the beach is the first thing, and I assume we only have the first difficulty. So we're moving around. Mouse wheel is to zoom. Oh my goodness. I think I like it all the way zoomed out if I'm being real with you. And then space is to dodge, got it. Tab is to toggle the mini-map. I kind of like it in front of me like this just because it shows all of the things that we could possibly pick up. Just because this doesn't show everything on it. It doesn't show the full map in the top right-hand corner. But so far, we've survived Wave 1. Uncollected light fragments convert into elite enemies. I'm gonna level up. So you can leave the light on the ground if you want elite enemies to spawn. I don't know why you would want to do that yet, but I'm sure there's a benefit. You can temporarily deactivate skills to maintain your attack speed. Skills can be reactivated at any time. Increase your attack speed or right mouse button toggle skill on and off. Increase your attack speed or right mouse button toggle skill on or off. Okay, so this must be the skill tree that we've been hearing about, yeah? So far, not looking too large, but I'm sure it can go very large. Your melee attacks cause an explosion. Area scales with AoE size. Damage scales with your melee damage stackable. Got it. So attack speed is going to be less if we take the explosive hits. Critical hit increases the critical hit chance and the critical hit damage of all attacks and skills. Dodge mastery. So I guess some of them will give you less attack speed, but they typically will give you an additional effect such as double hitting, explosive hit. What else are we going to see here? Increased melee damage, burning attack. So this is more of a elemental damage over time, debuff or negative status type of build, I assume. I'm gonna go where my mind usually goes for trying new things out and going kind of more melee, because that's easier to understand in most games, at least for me. Let's do explosive hit. Did that just open? I didn't see that before, I don't think. Let's increase the attack speed to push it back in. Yeah, it's just growing every time we click on something. Okay, so we spent all of our points. Tab will show you some of these things, which I'm not sure what these do yet. So it looks like we can adjust some of the skills or modify how we're using some of these skills, perhaps with these items that we can pick up. I'm not gonna dive too far into it. Let's go into the next wave. Okay, so let's see this explosive hit. There it is. There's explosive hit. There's tons of health on the ground. But yeah, you really don't have a lot of opportunities to get hit. At least not at the beginning. You know, a lot of these survivor-like games or horde survival games, you have HP, like an HP number, at least the ones that we've been playing recently on the channel. But this one is your old school number of hearts, which makes it easy to keep a track of, to be honest. Uncollected light fragments convert to elite enemies. What is this? Elite enemy spawn pool. For every 10 uncollected light fragments, one elite enemy will be added to the spawn pool. If defeated, it will drop a big light fragment containing all the XP of the 10 stashed light fragments. Elites also have a chance of dropping shards, which can be used to shape your skill tree. Those must have been the 3 things at the bottom of our skill tree. So they will first of all drop all the uncollected light, and they will give you a bonus of giving you some of those fragments, or sorry, the shards that will help you modify your skill tree. So there's definitely a high risk, high reward component to leaving light shards on the ground. It's going to give you a temporary deficit for how many shards that you're picking up, light fragments that you're picking up, and so you're less powerful. But if you're able to get through the challenge, you get rewarded with all those shards back, light fragments back, and you also get a shard. Sorry, I'm mixing some of the terms up here. So let's level up. What do we want? We want increased attack speed, and we want that double hit. What else we got here? Stone toss. Your melee attacks cast a stone boulder in a random direction, which is piercing through all enemies' damage scales with your melee damage. Very, very cool. Unlocked by defeat the end boss in Stonehold on map tier 3 on tier 3 or higher with Blaze Bolt weapon equipped. Now, unlocking it is being able to start with it perhaps, but I'm able to get it through my skill tree right now. That's what I'm assuming. That's how I'm kind of reading these tooltips. Hopefully I'm right about that. Your projectiles have an increased range and speed. I do want the stone toss. It sounds great. And yeah, this thing is just growing and growing. So what you could do is sit here, take a look at your skill tree, and kind of figure out how many shards you want to pick up so that you have enough to make it to that particular node in your skill tree. I'm not quite experienced enough to understand, you know, the balance between how many we want to pick up, if we want to spawn elites, how much the waves will actually scale up in terms of enemy count, enemy health, enemy attack damage, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna go in like this and see if it works. With most games, of course, you need a little bit of experience before you know exactly what you're doing, of course, right? Right now, I'm gonna try to pick up as many shards as I can. Sorry, light fragments as I can. There's so many. I might spawn an elite by accident, to be honest. I don't know if that big guy was an elite. It seems like he was. So we spawned an elite by accident, I guess. Give me this health. Okay, wave survived. I guess I missed enough to spawn yet another elite. There might be 4 still on the ground. All uncollected light fragments will be stashed every 10. Oh, I see. They go into a stash and then they go into an elite. So if it's on the ground, it's stashed. Once your stash is reaching 10, you'll have an elite. That is what happened. Utilize shards. Select a shard, apply it to a skill node to reforge connections between nodes, reroll the node, or refund a skill point. Interesting. So what do? Shard of change. A shard with the power to change an unskilled skill node to a new random skill. So if there's something I don't like and I haven't purchased it yet, quote unquote purchased, then we will go ahead and be able to change it. Now, we have 4 points here. I'm wondering if this is my stash that because we had 4 in our stash that we didn't pick up. It was like the excess from the 14 that we had, I guess. 10 of them turned into an elite. 4 of them go into this skills tree that I'm able to use. I thought I actually had to pick them up, but maybe we just coincidentally picked up 4 and there was also 4 in the stash left after converting into an elite. I'm not sure. I'm sure we will learn later on. Burning attack is here. Double hit is here yet again. Do we have more attack speed? This is attack speed. I'm gonna go over here for the double hit yet again. Max health +1, double hit. Yeah, so it seems like the tree is growing all around the areas that we're kind of moving towards. What is this thing? Burning attack? I'm gonna do a change on this because we're not doing burning. Piercing blow. Your melee attacks have a chance to create a piercing blow which pierces through all enemies in the attack direction. Damage scales with your melee damage. Sweet. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna pay attention to the light fragments I'm picking up this time. Some attack range would be amazing. So we're picking up light, I've picked up at least a few of them. So does that mean, like, if it has to be from the stash, does that possibly mean that you have up to 9 to use in your skill tree per level up? Because at 10, it turns into an elite enemy. I'm definitely picking up a lot here, but we shall see. We're still learning. Wave survived. We have uncollected 9. So what happens when you do collect it? You get level up from this meter over here? I'm not understanding something. And then there's 3 over here. Okay, you know what? I think this is how it happens. Light fragments contribute to level ups with like an EXP bar or an EXP mechanic, and then you have to collect a certain amount of light fragments to level up. Each level up will give you 1 point for the skill tree. That's what's happening. Any uncollected light fragments will go into the stash. I think I'm correct with that. I hope I am. That's how I'm understanding it now. Let's pick up the piercing blow. Scattering dodge. Your dodge throws 3 projectiles. If ranged weapon has projectiles, it's stackable. It's on dodge. Interesting. Is there anything that increases my attack range though? Increase area of effect. Attack speed, max health is here. Tons of max health popping up. Additional projectiles. I'm not that ranged, am I? We have some ranged things from these like piercing blows or the stone toss, but I don't know if that counts as a projectile. Increase shot angle. Not sure if I'm interested in any of this. Explosive hit we've taken. Critical hit, and then that goes into some other things here that I don't think we need. Dodge mastery. Your max dodge and dodge regeneration is increased. I think I actually do want that. So we're gonna pick that up. Shot angle, I don't think I need. I'll take a max health over here. Why you no grow this way? Let's just get out of here, I guess. Elite? Oh crap. He has orbitals. Oh my goodness. When do you summon those orbitals? Oh god. Okay. Lots of health on the ground though. Let's be real here. And then we're gonna pick up that big thing. I almost want to just fight elites. We're crushing through them. We have lots of HP now. I might just leave all the light fragments on the ground. For sure, this is a strategy that people will likely use. I can't be the only one that has thought of it. So we're just gonna let it go. We're almost at 13 though. Almost made it to 13. 3 elites in one fight kind of sounds crazy. But let's level up and see what happens. I still have 3 levels, or three skill points. So another dodge mastery might help with this many elites popping up. What is this? Bleeding Blade. Your melee attacks create a swirling blade which is cycling around you, applying a bleeding condition to all hit enemies. Cool. I do want to make my way over there. Attack speed is over here. Melee damage straight up is over here. More dodge mastery is over here, but I can skip a step, making it all the way to this bleeding thing if I go over here. I'm going to go over here, take another max health, and then we have no more points to go. I do want to try the bleeding blade. All right, show me the elites, baby. You must be one. You golden thing. Are we only fighting like sea creatures from the beach? It seems, oh my goodness. It seems like we are. Now, can I leave the big packages of light fragments that they're dropping on the ground? I would assume that we don't get the shards if we do that, but yeah, right now I'm not willing to leave the big packages of light fragments from the elites on the ground. Okay, so we have 3 yet again, so we can go to double hit and then bleeding blade. We need to pump back in some of our attack speed, I think. Shard of Conjunction, a shard with the power to reforge the connections of a skill. So basically it will allow us to have a different pathing for that particular node, I believe. Burning attack I don't need. Increase area of effect. I'm gonna take a increase attack speed, I think. That is done. Condition damage over here. I might figure out a way to use this shard of conjunction. What's going on over here? Melee construct. Your melee attacks create a melee construct instead of attacking directly. The melee construct performs 1 melee attack each 2 seconds and triggers all on attack and on hit effects like you do. Multiple constructs can be activated at the same time. That sounds really cool. Then I can just run around and like dodge things. I'm gonna go towards here. Yeah, we'll definitely that will definitely change the play style a lot if we're making the constructs. I mean, look at this. Our bleeding blades are orbitals. I think I see a fragment, yes. It's a shard of refund. Now, do I just get the skill point back, but I still get to keep the skill? Because that would be sick. Otherwise, I assume that it just lets you reverse a choice that you made. That's what I assume it will do. Give me some light shards. Let's get to 16. That's 16 right there. Let's leave everything else on the ground. That's a lot of elites, 4 of them. Do we get 3 every time? I've seen 4. I don't think I leveled up 3 times, did I? I'm starting to think that I don't actually understand how the game is deciding how many points we can plug into the skill tree. A shard with the power to undo skill choices as long as other skills still hold connection to the skill tree origin. I see. Yeah, I didn't plan to have something like that available. So I'll save that for later. The most common one that I'll probably use is the Shard of Change. So AoE skills. I don't know if I'm doing AoE skills, but I'm still going to change. Oops. I'm going to change this one that I'm about to go down. Wait. Attack speed is good. Projectile range is not needed, I don't think, so we're gonna change that. Attack speed is good. We keep going towards this attack speed, and then we're gonna go towards the construct, which we have 2 of them over here, and then maybe we even take another bleeding blade. Who knows? I assume that the bleeding blades will go around the constructs once we have them, and that sounds pretty cool to me. Another change shard, amazing. That's my favorite one. Hermit crab cannot get me with that. Do we get all the elites? Did they even spawn? Get me out of here. I think you're an elite, aren't you? Ooh, he definitely is. There's another one. Come over here, so I don't have to pick up the light shards. Uh-oh. Okay, so we leveled up once. Maybe each level gives you 1? I'm gonna pick up some light shards to try to get to 18. Ah, it's not gonna happen. There's a big one left on the ground right over here. Does that just turn into another elite? I don't know. 2? We only got 2 this time. Uh-oh, we'll make it to 1 construct. And then we're gonna keep moving on from there. Okay, so now we're doing constructs. Is it just me, or are we attacking way faster now? Okay. It seems like we win. This ain't so bad. This ain't so bad at all. I am having trouble wondering which attacks are friendly and which aren't. But I guess most of the enemies need to be right beside me before they attack. If we start seeing some snipers, I could possibly get confused with the projectiles happening here. But I am going to chill with it now because it seems like we're doing really freaking good. Oh, I got hit. And that is a lot of light into a lot of elites. Okay, more construct. More bleeding blade. Stone toss. Double hit. Let's do it. Oh wait, I can't even. It's getting dark. It seems like it's getting dark. I have so many dash charges too. You can see it at the bottom of the middle of the screen. Lots of dash charges. Ouch! Maybe I'm not doing so hot. Taking more hits than usual lately. Shards of conjunction. I should really learn how to use those shards strategically so that I could connect myself to other parts of the skill tree. That was a really big package of light fragments. I don't know why that one was so much larger. My assumption is maybe I left a big package of light fragments behind last time, and so it turns into an even bigger one the next time. Perhaps. I'm gonna try to make it to 20 here. Level 20, please. There we go, made it to level 20. 2 level ups. We still have 7 elites coming. We only have 3. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is decided over here. I'm very, very curious. Let me see here. Melee construct, more stone tossing. I would love to have some more attack speed, I think. Now, if we take the bursting shot, which I don't think we actually need, we can start moving on to like other parts of the map. So what if we do a change here? Wait, so many constructs? Holy crap. You know what? For this one, I'll take another construct and another piercing blow. We might be attacking very slowly. Either we change this, move over here, or we can go over here and see what happens for the next level up. I think that's my strategy. The rotating blades, or whatever they're called, they still go around me. I thought they would go around the constructs, but I am actually fine with this. Give me that heart, please. Sure, I'll take the big package of light. Oh god. Oh god. Got some shards, got some fragments. I mean, for the first map, even on the easiest difficulty, I am feeling like a god, but we did see that you can turn up the heat a lot through all of the settings before you jump into a run. So yeah, we're seeing the easiest of easy so far, and as an experienced horde survival type of player, as an experienced player of these type of games, I should say, maybe that's helping me survive. Who knows? Burning cast, I don't think I want. I'm gonna go ahead and change you. Oops, missed. Change you to something good. Explosive hit yet again, sure. We have a bunch of attack speed over here, which I am definitely interested in investing in. Just because we... Whoa, 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 look at this guy. Yeah, just because we've been picking up so many things that decrease our attack speed. That guy, the big golden statue, thought he would be tougher. We're seeing smaller versions of him. We're now moving away from just the beach creatures. And we're fighting some tougher enemies from the looks of it. But not tough enough for me. This guy's way too strong. Do a little zoom in. This is how we look. Just in case you were wondering. There you go. Okay, zoom out. We've survived. That's not enough elites. I need more. More attack speed. This has stopped now. This has now stopped. So what if I do Shard of Change on you, and then we can make a connection? Attack speed sounds good. I want to see what this will do. Oh! So it just straight up adds connections for you. That's really cool. Yeah, I've never seen a skill tree work like this before in a game, I will say. Very, very in-depth, and that's one of the main features of the game, right? The skill tree, like I was saying at the beginning of the video, a unique skill tree experience, and I will say this is a pretty unique skill tree experience. Oh god. Oh, whoa, whoa, okay. Chill out, chill out. It seems like we're not killing things as fast. That's something I'll say. So let's look for some attack damage increase, perhaps. I know that we've seen a couple of them. We haven't picked up too many. We got lots of shards of change. So perhaps those can be used to get some more like base damage power and whatnot. Area of effect, not really. Additional projectiles, not really interested. Here, let's go like this with you, and then do a change on you. I mean, attack speed in a way will increase our DPS, obviously. Do you want me to deactivate a skill? Use the search function. You can enter attack speed, for example. Oh, really? So how do I do that? I just like start typing damage. DAM. Wait, search nodes is up here. Whoa, that is so cool. So I've missed a couple of these for sure. That search function is such a nice quality of life touch. I'm really, really quite impressed with that, to be completely honest with you. Oops, 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 oops. So how do I not do the search anymore? You just kind of double click it. Right, so I have two skills. Can I jump all the way over there if I expand you? Doesn't look like it, doesn't look like it. So I have to move towards over here to get that particular node. Let's just do it. All the trees are expanding all of a sudden. Let's jump into wave 14 here. I'm sure I'll make it through. I would just like to see everything die a lot faster. In fact, I think all that attack speed has already helped us quite a bit. Yes, indeed it has. Shard of Refund, I don't know if I'll actually use it. Like, if you're min-maxing, and there's probably a point in this game where you want to do that. If you're min-maxing, the Shard of Refund makes a lot of sense. Right now, everything's working just fine. It isn't super, your build doesn't have to be super specific to win at this difficulty, so I don't think I'll be refunding anything, but I can see the value in that shard for a high level player or in the higher levels of the game. But right now, yeah, it's not really something I need. We're gonna do a change on this additional projectiles. Bleeding Blade, not my favorite. Bursting Shot, no thanks. Ooh, increased melee damage, you read my mind. Okay, let's get out of here. 1,000 defeated enemies in one run. My head was probably blocking it, but I did unlock an achievement. Oh crap, how did I not get hit there? Do my structures block damage? I don't see health bars on them, but they may block damage. I saw some projectiles that did not end up making it my way. Holy crap. Yes, fall, fall, fall. Shard of Conjunction, very cool. Did I just get hit? No, I did not. Woo. There is a big package of light. We made it to 2 levels. This wave is much longer. And we're starting to see scorpions. Yeah, I like the zoomed out function. Let me rephrase that. I like it when it's zoomed out more than when it's zoomed in. It is nice to have the option. Three levels, I think that's the most we've ever leveled up. Will it translate on to how many skill points we can invest? I guess that's more than usual. 4. Additional projectiles, not really needed. I mean, I have enough of these conjunction shards to move wherever I want. What is this? Trembling ground. We've never seen this. You slam the ground in front of you, creating a trembling shockwave. Traveling away from you, the shockwave is always triggering 3 on-hit effects. The size of the trembling ground is scaling with your AoE size. Okay, now AoE size makes a lot more sense. So I do want to try it, but it's not the most convenient position for us. So we can do a search for trembling. Do we have any other ones? We have one over here, which is pretty close to what we've already done. So what we can do is probably do a shard of change on this thing. Do an increased attack speed. We do this connection one. And then now we have trembling ground. Look at that. Melee damage, yes please. And then, sure, I'll take a double hit. Why not? So yeah, lots of cool stuff happening with the skill tree. Made use of the search function. Made use of a couple shards. Very cool. I will admit, at first, everything that we were seeing was a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot to take a look at. I get overwhelmed when there's like too many things in a menu or in any kind of like skill tree and stuff like that. But after a little bit of learning, it all makes sense, and I think that I'll be able to kind of make decisions and traverse through the skill tree menu a lot faster with a little bit of experience. So I am glad that I'm already feeling this way. Yeah, it gives me confidence that I can be a decent player at this. Hopefully. But even looking back at all the options that we had at the starting menu while we were customizing our character before jumping into a run, I think I'm already starting to understand some of the things that we were looking at there, and we'll do a quick review of what we learned before we call this our first look for sure. So we have critical hit here, which is always good. It did not expand, so I'm not going to be looking at that right now. What else do I want right now? I mean, attack speed is always good. Will this expand? It expanded the other way. Burning attack is over here. Okay, so burning attack is actually a melee on attack condition. Let me see, area scales. Now, does the damage scale with melee damage? Duration increases on each condition stack. Right, burning enemies, right. Okay, so it's not based on like magic power or anything, which I thought it would be for the burning attack. It's actually just based on like how many of those burning stacks you can apply on an enemy. I might invest in it just to try it. Because we do have a lot of attack speed, and it seems like that is one of the main drivers for the burning attack. And who knows, maybe Wave 20 will have a big boss that we might benefit from having a DOT on him or what have you. You never really know. Crushing, crushing. I think I saw a shard down here. No, it must have been an enemy, my bad. $12 more seconds. There's some cool visual effects too. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but the flames are giving some of that, like, you know when you look through fire and it looks a little bit like wavy through the fire because of like the way that it treats the air, the heat treats the air? That's happening with the character here. I also noticed that there's some really cool shadow effects as well. So pretty cool visual effects. It definitely has a vibe or a tone to it, all of the visual design, and I'm here for it, honestly. I think it looks great. Right, so we can probably find burning. I think it's called burning, right? We can probably find a closer burning effect. I mean, we can use one of these bad boys to just go like that, and we get the burning attack right there. Now, with each stack, what does it do if I get more of it? Attack speed is less, condition damage 5 plus 3 plus 2. I don't know what that means. But let me get a couple of stacks of it, perhaps. Where's the burning? Oh, I spelled it wrong. What is this thing? Burning cast. Your projectiles burn the ground below. Right, we don't have projectiles, so that doesn't help. Or we might have projectiles, but I'm not focusing on them. I guess this area over here is good for us because we get melee damage, attack speed, and we can move towards a burning attack too. Whoa, that thing just grew a lot over here. I don't have any more points, so we're jumping into wave 18. But yeah, if you take a look at the heart here, some shadow effects from the character. Spinning, spinning, spinning. The enemies also cast the shadow based on where we're standing. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Do I no longer have constructs, or what's happening here? Where are my constructs? There must be some type of interaction that disables constructs with the burning attack. I'll have to read into that. I'm not seeing both effects happening right now, and I must have overlooked something. I'm not too mad because we're still crushing through everything. In fact, I feel like we're killing things even faster now. But I've done something differently. Okay, so let's check out why I can't use the constructs. Oh wait, these melee constructs are not stackable, so I've actually wasted a lot of points with it. I could go through and refund all of my points that are additional melee constructs, but I'm not gonna bother. But I'm still wondering why it doesn't stack with the burning attack. It's the only thing that I could think of that was new that we picked up that doesn't work with it. Well, now that the burning attack we know stacks together, we're just gonna pick up more burning attack for the next wave. That's what I've decided to do. Let's keep rolling. And some more achievements here for us. Yeah, I might need to do a little bit more digging to see why the constructs don't work with whatever we picked up. But for now, it still works, so I'm totally happy with it. Got 30 seconds left of this wave 19. After this, I'm assuming it's a big boss. Or maybe just an extra hard wave, who knows? We shall see. Alright, 4 seconds, good to roll. Maybe I should have picked up all of the light fragments, but maybe not. They're still offering elites. Alright, so give me some more burning. Burning. So we already got that one. It exists over here. I think we already picked that one up, didn't we? Oh, it also exists up here. No, go back. So let me see here. We have 3. Can I skip right to it if I go like this? I mean, I can skip at least this one that I don't want over here for the additional projectiles. And then it's over here as well. But I don't know if we're going to make it all the way over there. Yeah, likely we're not going to make it. I'm just going to take the attack speed. And here's the Tidal Titan. So we do have a boss fight. He's gonna try to swing at me, but he's gonna lose. Is that it? We got a couple of achievements. I didn't read it because I was too busy trying to move around. Look at this thing. Yeah, tons of hearts on the ground. Tons of hearts on the ground. What's this in the middle? It's one of these shards. Got it. Refund. Didn't use a single refund token. So this is working a little bit differently than the wave-based horde survival games that we're used to. Typically, in these type of games, if you defeat the boss spawn, everything ends. You've proven yourself at that point, they let you through. But with this one, you gotta survive the wave as well. Not saying it's a good or bad thing, it's just different than what I expected. Who knows, maybe different maps, it reacts differently, but perhaps this is the way it always is. It's just something that I wanted to mention. Again, it's not a good or bad thing. Not saying it's a good or bad thing one way or the other, it's just something that I observed. 6 more seconds until our first win. What a warm welcome into the game. You are victorious. And we have a bunch of things here. It looks like we have unlocked a couple things. Yeah, we've unlocked a couple of things by just going ahead and playing and winning. So let's go to a new run. I want to jump back into the menu. I don't want to do endless right now. I wonder what the difference is between this arrow versus new run. I'm actually gonna click the arrow. Doesn't work. You click new run. That works. Okay, so here we are at the menu again. We're about to call that our first look, but just before we go through, what I've learned is the weapon will allow you to kind of have your base stats for how much damage you do, what your attack speed is looking like, and I guess also the type of attack that you have, special effects, that type of thing. I guess I was actually using a ranged weapon, and we could have went down that tree. I thought we just had our sword. I failed to notice that we were actually holding a light staff at the same time. Now the skills part of it, this is where all of the magic really happens. So I don't think I selected a single thing, and I just let it select whatever it wanted. And so what it did was it just gave me a bunch of random nodes, but what you can do is customize it so that you can go in knowing that these nodes that you're choosing will definitely show up as an option somewhere on your tree. Otherwise, anything that you haven't chosen yet out of your 12 allowance will just be random ones from somewhere in this tree, I assume. So we did see the Bleeding Blade, which is not unlocked, etc., etc. Every skill here has an unlock condition, so you can unlock it so that it's more predictable when you can use it, or how often it will appear if you want it to actually appear. And so yeah, that's a really, really cool unlocking system. You can of course see everything anyways if you still haven't unlocked it, which is pretty cool as well. So let's call that our first look. And my thoughts on Striving for Light Survival. It's really, really cool. There's a lot of great touches in this game. The skill tree, of course, is the hugest feature here that is quite different than a lot of things that we've seen from similar games. So if you like the look of that and you like the mechanics of it, this could be a really great game for you in the horde survival type of genre. Just as a note, they do have a version of this game called Striving for Light without survival at the end. I think it's more of a dungeon crawler game that has the same skill tree system. So if you're not into the wave structure of the game, then that could be a possibility for you. We will check out that game soon as well. So if you're looking for a little bit of a preview of the Striving for Light game without the survival version, then you can check back in on the channel and see what that one looks like. But again, it probably shares a lot of similar features with that skill tree, but it just has a different format for how you traverse through the world or how you get to, you know, the boss or the end game, etc., etc. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed Striving for Light Survival here. Leave a comment with your thoughts. Happy to hear your thoughts on the gameplay, the game itself, or the video. Always looking for feedback. Don't forget to also leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot if you do that, guys. And we will be back with more soon. Peace out.